Hey my friends, this is Loli. Welcome to Loli D's Creations. Let's jump into the first inspiration. I used one of these glass jars from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take a black furniture marker from Dollar Tree as well and paint two little ovals to paint little eyes onto it. Then I'm going to go ahead and give it a smile, a little crooked smile here and some eyebrows. Then using this orange Artisa paint pen, we're going to color in the little crooked nose. My friends, I want to take a quick moment to say thank you for clicking on my video, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. Then I added some white paint to the back of a paintbrush and dipped it in, and there it goes with my little eyes. Now here, the nose was a little bit more pink looking than orange, so I'm coming in with a different shade of orange and coloring right in. And now we're using this little hot pink color also from the Artisa paint pens, and I'm just giving them some rosy cheeks. And he is looking beautiful so far. Now we're going to use one of these cork fairy lights that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to replace that cork that the bottle has already for this one. Then I took one of these hat ornaments that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut off that twine that it comes with on the top. Then I burn off the fuzzies off of it, but this, guys, is very flammable. I will not suggest doing this. It caught on fire quick, and I tried it twice because for some reason I thought it was just, I don't know, a fluke. But no, it's the material. So just use your scissors and trim off any edges that you need to. Then using a marker from Dollar Tree, I'm just marking a hole that will be wide enough to accommodate the top of my bottle, and then I'm using my X-Acto knife to cut a hole through it. So first I cut a hole through the fabric and that cardboard that it comes as well, and then slowly I scooped out the foam in the middle. Messy process, but cleaning up and moving on. Now we're gonna take some of this apple barrel white paint. I wanted this to be a little wider, so I'm going to take a fluffy brush and some of that paint, and I'm just putting it all along the perimeter of the face, and I'm going to do that on the back as well. And once it all dried, I'm going to put my hat right on top of it, as you see right there. And look how cute that turned out. Let me know what you think. My friends, this video is part of the Hello Winter Challenge that is hosted by Tammy from The Rusted Willow and Ellie from DIY From House to Home. And the guest host this month is my friend Aurea from DIY with Aurea. The links to their channels and to their playlist will be linked in the description box below and also put in the comments. Make sure that you head on over to the channels and to the playlist and show everyone some love. With that being said, let's head on over to the next inspiration. I am going to use this little snowman ornament that I got from I don't know where, to be quite honest. I think I got it from Dollar General. I might be wrong, but anyway, I'm going to take some of my white apple barrel paint, and I'm going to cover the entire face of the snowman using that, and I gave it about 2 coats. Then I added some more of the white also on the perimeter of the brim of the hat as well to just brighten things up. And I also did all the edges in which you can see that this is like MDF and cardboard. I just thought it made it look a little cheap, so I am trying to bring this up a little notch. Here the corners where the little lettuce snow is, I distressed it with white just to make it look like there was snow on it as well. Now I'm breaking my Artisa paint pens out, and I'm going to use the black to color in the eyes as they were before. And I'm adding them in like that, but I just thought that the poor snowman looked so unhappy with those little eyes. So I decided to change the shape of them just to make him look more bright and cheerful. My friends, if you enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to leave it a big thumbs up. And while you're there, you might as well subscribe. Alright, so now I'm going to color in the nose using one of my orange Artisa paint pens. The coverage was not ideal, but I'm going to let it dry for a little while and come back to it. In the meantime, I'm going to go back and use my black I think this is my black Artisa pen, yes. And I'm coloring in this smile as it was before, but again, I wasn't feeling it, so I decided to make it a straight, like a solid smile. So I did that, but I did do it in the same, not height, the same girth that the little dots were in. And now I'm going to come in with the back of my paintbrush and a little bit of white paint just to give a little bit of light to the eyes. Here it looks a little bit cross-eyed, but I promise you it doesn't look like that in person. And here I'm using one of those felt tip markers from Dollar Tree that come in different colors. I'm using the orange one, and it was perfect to fill in the little nose. Now here we just wanted to embellish it a little bit, so I am just resticking the greenery that it came with, and I'm adding some of this boxwood to it as well onto the hat. Friends, I want to take a brief moment to say thank you so much to my subscribers for always being there for me, guys. I am so grateful each day for each one of you that you take time out of your busy lives to spend with me, and you comment, you subscribe, you do all those things that help my channel grow, and I truly appreciate it. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing this today. Thank you so much. All right, so then I took 2 of these berries that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to glue them right there on the top of the greenery that we just added on. And that was the cherry on top. That is it. Let me know what you think of this one. For our next inspiration today, I'm going to use 2 of these glass balls from Dollar Tree. I removed the stickers using some heat, and I removed the excess of glue using some nail polish remover. Then I took some of the puzzle saver from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to add some to each one of the balls. And then I'm using a brush to spread it around to, let's say, about 3 of the sides of the ball, leaving like a circle in the middle untouched. And I repeated the same process with both of the balls. And then I'm going to add some of this faux snow from Dollar Tree and swirl it around so it will get attached to all of the sections that have the puzzle saver. And this is what it's looking like so far. Quick intermission to see these 2. And we're back. I'm going to take some of these miniature village little penguins, not penguins, what do you call them? Snowmen and little Christmas trees from Dollar Tree. And I'm adding them to the bowl as you see right there. I added 3 Christmas tree off camera. And now here I'm taking one of these little barrel brush trees that I want to add to the second one. But it's a little bit too long. So I'm going to remove it from the vase there and cut off some of that wire and reposition my vase just to give this a little bit more room to go into that bowl. I added in a friendly little sign that says welcome, and a tiny little snowman as well. Then I took one of these snowman heads from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to poke a hole using my glue gun as you see right there. I am accommodating for the little tip of the bottle brush tree to help it stay up as well. This is what it's looking like so far, but it's looking a little cold, so we're going to make it a cute scarf to go with this. I used one of these scarves from Dollar Tree, and I chose this color because I thought it coordinated perfectly with his hat. So here I'm just folding it as you see there into 3, and I'm going to go ahead and put it over the neck as you see there. This is going to serve as a little embellishment as a scarf for it, and also help the head stay nice and stable. So I'm just, finding the best way to put it on here so it has a nice contact with the bowl and with the head, because I'm going to glue this on. And at the same time, I didn't want it to cover the smile, neither the embellishments that we put in each one of the bowls. So I'm just adding here some hot glue to help it stay in place. And I did that until it was completely attached. My friends, if you're still with me this far into the video, thank you so much for being with me. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to spend with me today. And if you have not subscribed yet, I hope that you do and that you'll go ahead and join the Lolly D's Creation YouTube family and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you each time that I upload a new video. All these things are free and they mean the world to me. And right here, to make it look even more beautiful, I'm just doing the slits on the scarf as you see there on both of the tails, just to give this a little bit more interest. And that is it for this one. Let me know what you think. For the next inspiration, I'm going to use one of these signs from Dollar Tree. And the first thing that I'm going to do is paint it completely white with my acrylic apple barrel paint. Then once that dried, I'm coming in with some of this Mod Podge and I'm going to just add it to the inner portion as you see there. And then I'm going to take one of these napkins that I got from Dollar Tree and removing one of the sides where the picture is. I'm using some water and a brush to help me separate it and have some jagged edges. I remove that extra ply from the back and then I'm using the same white wet paint brush to jagged all the edges all around to give me a not so cookie cutter edge. While the Mod Podge was still a little bit damp, I'm placing my napkin down and I'm slowly, patting it down and rubbing it, trying to remove any kind of air bubbles from it and trying to lay it down as best as I could. Then I took my brush that still had some Mod Podge and laid the edges. And now here I'm taking a piece of parchment paper and my heat press as you see there just to remove all the extra bubbles. Then I'm coming in with this wet brush one more time and I am passing it over the indentations of the wood sign there to give this the shiplap look so it looks more natural. Then I'm coming in with some more of that apple barrel paint and I'm painting the edges just so this looks more seamless and has a more finished look. And that is it. You will see it again in the final review. All right, let's head on over to the next inspiration. For this one, I'm going to use these little candy jars from Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 2 from the catering section. And I'm going to go ahead and take some of that puzzle saver from Dollar Tree and add it to both of them, just swirling the liquid around and just having it go into 3 of the sides only, as I did with one of the previous DIY. And I repeated the same process with both of these pieces. Now I'm coming in with the snow from Dollar Tree and I'm going to add it to my bases as you see there, just swirling around, making sure that I have nice coverage on the sides that I added that puzzle saver at. And I repeated the same thing with the other jar as well. I repositioned my caps once it was dry and now we're going to be adding a little face to this. So I used this permanent marker from Jot. I'm just doing 2 ovals for the eyes and I'm giving it a cute little smile there. It looked like a tongue, so then I'm trying to make it a little bit bigger. I didn't like it, so I'm like, let me just move on to the nose for now and come back to it. So using my Arteza painting in the color orange, I painted in my nose. Now I'm coming in with some of this black chalk paint from Dollar Tree and then just filling in my mouth and my eyes. And here I made my smile look like a dolphin. So I didn't like it. So I'm just saying, you know what, let me let it dry and then move on. So I added them together, as you see there, with some hot glue, stacking them on top of each other. Then I'm using some of this yarn that I got from a mop head at Dollar Tree. And I just folded it in 4, as you see there, to create a cute little scarf for this guy and remove that huge long neck that it had on there without it. And I'm gluing it down using some hot glue. My friends, if you're still with me this far into the video, leave me a snowman emoji. All right, so we missed a little something here. So the nose was kind of translucent. So I came back in with an orange Arteza paint pen and I'm just giving it another pass, as you see right here. Now we are going to give it a cuter mouth. So we're going to go a little bit smaller, or a lot smaller actually. And I like this so much and it was more proportional to their face. Then I added a little give and bowl right there, and so cute, right? But we are not done yet. We need to give this beautiful snowman some rosy cheeks
because you know you're out in the cold, you get all rosy, right? So I did that using my artisa paint pen and dabbing as you saw right there. For a little hat, I'm going to use this little scarecrow hat, but it's too small for it. So I'm going to add some of that mop head material to it and just adding it to the top as you see right there. I'm just going to go in circles around that middle piece a few times until the top is covered. And then I'm going to move all the way down that cylinder, up and down until it's fully covered as well. Once I got all the way to the top, I'm coming right back down with the same string just to make this a little bit thicker. I wanted this hat to be nice and substantial. So I did that, and let's just give it a little bit more girth. And I'm doing that on here on the edges, making sure to glue all along so it doesn't come apart as easy. And then I'm going to do the same thing as I'm going in that flat portion. Apparently here I cut it. I don't know why, but I did. So then here I'm just going to add that piece of cardboard as you saw there, but it was too small. So I took this lid from my trash bag box and I just made a circle as best as I could using that. And I'm going to glue it to the bottom of that hat right there with just some hot glue. Then I started a new row, being very close to the original piece of fabric that I had on the top. I'm just wrapping it around just to complete this hat. I'm going to make sure that I go all the way around until I cover completely that cardboard, and I'm going to do the same thing at least about halfway through the middle of the back as well. Here, as you see, I'm being very careful to add it onto the edges to cover that cardboard. And here, as I was mentioning, I'm going to the bottom portion, doing like halfway through. Here, I'm just going to tack it down. And I wanted that space to be there so this will sit nicely on the top of the little jar. And I'm going to have some nice contact between the plastic and the cardboard to have this be nicely secured. And it fit like a glove. Look how cute this guy is. But wait, I'm not done yet. You know already. We are going to remove here for a second because we need to give this a little bit of, sparkle. So I'm going to use one of these. Actually, I used 2 tea light candles. Only one of these packages worked, but that's okay. I'm going to use this one for the top. And then I got from my stash another tea light candle that worked. And we're going to add it to that bottom jar in the lid right there. And just place it in the lid and repositioned it as you see right there. And look how cute this guy is. Oh, but wait, I'm not done still. Yeah, I'm going to create some little buttons on the little chest area. So just use a little dowel rod dipped in some black chalk paint, and I did 4 little dips along the middle as you see right there. And that was the beautiful last little touch that this little guy needed.
We are done. Let me know what you think. For our next inspiration today, we are going to use some of these medicine bottles that I got from Dollar Tree. I started with 2 of them, and I'm going to paint them black. I ended up doing 3 at the end. I'm going to paint all of them as you see there, and I'm going to give them a coat of Mod Podge to avoid them scratching off. I let them dry, and then we're going to go ahead and do something else with it. All right, so here you see how I have an extra one. My son said I need to make it a family. And also, so you know what, things look best in trios. So here I'm just taking some of my white apple barrel paint and giving only the base a coat of it, making sure that I have a nice coverage. And here is how it turned out so far. Once they're all dry, I'm going to come in with my Artisa paint pens and I'm drawing on the little face for my little snowman. If you haven't figured out yet, this is tiny little snowmen that I'm making with these. And I'm going to also create a little smile. This is going to be the Papa Snowman. Then here, I'm just making my little squiggly lines for my nose and filling it in using the same Arteza orange paint pen that I used for the previous DIYs. I'm going to be repeating the same process with all 3 of them, but the middle one is going to be a little bit different. So here, I'm going to be creating the mom. So this is going to be a girl snowman. So we're going to go ahead and put the generic eyes, little smile. This one's going to have like a little bit of a mouth, a little bit open. We are filling in the circles as you see there. And this one is going to get some
eyelashes because girls need their eyelashes. And here I'm just adding a little carrot nose and two right there. Now this is the little sun. Little eyes as you saw right there as the previous ones. This one is not going to get any eyelashes because it's a cute little boy. And I think they each had a different smile. I think the baby had a different smile than dad. And then mom, of course, she's always talking like all moms do. We always talking to somebody or, trying to lay down the law. But anyway, here we just repositioning the caps because these are their hats. And now we are going to come in with the white just to give this a little bit of brillo, or what do you call it? Like a little shine to the eyes and have it look more lifelike. Now here I'm using some ribbon to give them scarves. I use this thin ribbon from Michael's for the little boy. And we are going to use ribbon for all of them, but it's going to be the thin ribbon for the smaller ones. And we're going to use different ribbons for the other ones. Once I glue the ribbon, as you see right there, I created a little bow using the same ribbon, and I'm going to add it right there at the front. And we are going to do the same thing with Papa Snowman. For Mama Snowman, we use that red ribbon, as you see right there, where we're going to give her a scarf instead of a bow. So I just folded the ribbon, as you see there, long ways, and I'm going to fold it in half, as you see right there. And we are going to stick it to the side so it just looks like a scarf that she's wearing. And we're going to pin it sideways like that. Here I'm just burning off the edges to make sure that it doesn't unravel and it stays nice and neat. My friends, if you have not done so yet, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up for this video, and I hope you will consider subscribing. And if you do, make sure that you hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you each time that I upload a new video. All these things are free and they mean the world to me. So here I decided to use a little bit of greenery. So I'm taking some of these sticks that I got from Dollar Tree, cutting small pieces of greenery off of it, and I'm going to add it to each of the little scarves of each one of these little snowmen and snow women. And I'm also going to I did the same thing with all three of them. They all got a little embellishment. And I did some berries as well. I'm using these berries from Dollar Tree and just cutting the individual berries off of the garland and adding them onto the greenery just to give this a pop of color as well. And I did the same thing with all three of these little guys. Then I took some of this pink color from Apple Barrel and gave them some rosy cheeks. And that is it for this one. Look how cute they turned out. Let me know what you think. For our inspiration right here, I'm going to use one of these wood rounds that I got from a pack at Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint the section in the middle with my white acrylic paint. Then I'm going to take one of these little battery operated tea lights from Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint it with 2 coats of the same white paint. And then we are going to take some of this spackle and cover at the hole. And then I just painted the section once it dried, so it will be nice and neat. Then we add in the little block in the back just to give this stability, and then I paint that as well to have it blend in with the root round as well. Now we are going to take one of my paint pens from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to create little eyes as you see right there. Then I create a cute little smile, and then our little eyelashes on this as well. I'm creating a little snowman if you haven't noticed that yet. So here I'm going to just add that light to my round as you see right there, and look how cute this is turning out so far. Then I took some of this red ribbon from, I believe I got this from Michael's in a grab bag, and I'm going to create a scarf using that ribbon. It was a bit thick, so I'm going to fold it. I'm going to fold it a little bit into the middle just to bring it in. Like I used the black line that's on the middle of the ribbon as you see there as my guide, and I just brought both sides down to make this a little bit sturdier and also to have more of a scale that matches the little snowman we create in here, or snow woman in this case. Once that dry, we are going to go ahead and trim off the excess. I'm going to burn off the excess as well so it doesn't unravel. And we're going to add it to the neck of the snowman, as you see right there. I do want to keep these a little bit long, but not too much. So once I glue them down with a little bit of hot glue, I'm going to trim it down to my desired length. I'm not sure if you can see it here clearly, but I just folded the ribbon, as you see there, so they will both go in the same direction. And it was a little bit long, but we're gonna fix that in a moment. Now I'm going to take this paint pen from Dollar Tree, and I'm just painting in some little buttons there. Then I added a piece of greenery to it, and look how cute it's turning out so far. But I'm not done. Trimming off the scarf, and we're going to create a little hat for this little guy. So I'm going to use a piece of ribbon folded, as you see there, cut it, and we're going to glue it in the middle. This is going to become the top section of our hat. And then I'm going to take a smaller piece and make it longer, and we are going to just stick that on, and we're going to make that the brim of the hat, as you see right there. Now we're going to attach our little hat to the top of the little tea light candle, as you see right there. And look how cute this turned out. I love this little piece. Wait until I turn on the nose. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this sold in the last craft show I did. And here we are with the final reveal.
My friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. And if you would like to follow me on social media, here are my social media links. And don't forget to visit my friends in the playlist. If you would like to watch some more of my videos, here's a suggestion, and you are more than welcome to binge away with this playlist as well. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. You're amazing. Bye.